Discretion is advised.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome to a brand new episode of Train Simulator 2020. Today, we're going to actually be on the Chicago subway system, or the Chicago L system for the most part. This is actually a work in progress route. I'm not quite sure if it's still in development or not, but I ended up finally getting my hands on it, found the download link, put it in, and I'm actually kind of loving the route. I've kind of played around with it a little bit just to kind of test it out. It seems to be working good. Like I said, it's still a work in progress, so it's not like 100% completed. I want to say it's probably about 35 to 40% completed. But then again, like I said, I'm not quite sure if it's still in development. It is made by Bryman 097, I believe. I know the first part is Bryman, but I don't know about the numbers. But we do have our CTA 3200 series cars here, which I believe are trying to mimic the 5000 series with like the LED number boards. But I think that's also just railwork limitations. But it's actually kind of cool because these are actually in development as well. The cars, they're not like 100% done. As you guys can see, there's no seats in there. But for the exterior, they actually do look pretty good. If I do say so myself, they don't actually have like the chains that connect the cars and everything. But like I said, it's still like a work in progress. But they do have like the reflecting numbers, so like 3209 with 3210, 3229 with 3230. It actually does represent like everything it needs. So that's really cool. Let's go ahead and hop in the interior of the subway cars here. Check it out. They're not like 100% done. The only like downfall right now is you actually have to use like expert controls for the most part. But yeah, that's like only the downfall. You do have like a speedometer over here and like the signals and stuff like that. So you do have to use the expert controls, unfortunately. Um, but yeah. Here we go. Let's take a look at the actual cars. They're supposed to be like the Chicago Pullman cars. These are supposed to be like the older subway cars that are also in development for the, or were, or are, I'm not quite sure, that are in development. But they actually do look pretty cool. They don't actually look like the older subway cars, but I don't really haven't seen too many pictures of them. But they do look pretty cool. The interior of these is actually kind of nice. It's got like a futuristic like speedometer and stuff and all that. It's still the same thing. You keep moving, you know. Speed limit will actually appear on there, which is cool. So we'll go ahead and stop that real quick. But yeah, they're actually kind of nice. Like I said, these are also still in development. I'm not like 100% certain if these are the older cars or supposed to mimic the older cars, or if it's like a new prototype for CTA. But they do look kind of cool. But let's go ahead and head back to our 3200 series here. One of the very cool things about this is that, of course, you can't turn the lights on by just turning them on, as you guys can kind of see that light thing being shown. But what you can do is with the thing. So right here, you set the reverser, and the lights will turn on. And then, of course, come back here, marker lights will turn on, which is cool. And then one of the very cool things that I actually like about this is that you can actually change the destination sign, and the class lights actually change with it. So you press Shift J and then Caps J to reverse it. So Caps J and Tab J, I meant to say. So Caps J will send you to your next one. So we got not in service, and of course the lights will be white. And then Express, same thing, lights will shut, or lights will blink, letting you know it's an express train. Now I'm not 100% certain about the whole ordeal about the lights on CTA. I don't know how true they are to what the game is actually saying. I'm not quite sure what they actually mean. But I'm going to take a wild guess and say that the lights are prototypical to what the actual trains would show. So we have pretty much all the destinations as well. We got not in service. We've got Express, Howard, 95th. For the red line, we got Roosevelt as well, Ashland 63rd. And you guys can see the lights changing with that. For the brown line, we got Loop, we got Kimball, we got Belmont. For the orange line, we got Loop, Midway. Purple line, Loop, Howard, Linden. Pink line, we got Loop, 54th and Cermak. Green line, we got Harlem. Cottage Grove, which I don't understand why Cottage Grove kind of shows like that, but it just does. Ashland 63rd, Roosevelt, and then the Loop. The blue line, we got O'Hare, which I spent a lot of time on the blue line when I was living in Chicago. The blue line ran by my house in 2 different places, so we spent a lot of time on the blue line. But O'Hare, Forest Park, UIC, Rosemont, Jefferson Park, 54th and Cermak. And then, of course, we also have the Skokie Swift, which is the yellow line, which is the electrified subway line, which we got Skokie and Howard. And then I made a mistake. It's just J and then Shift J to go back. So we're currently on the brown line. The loop is right there. So we'll end up saying we're going to Kimball. So we'll go to Kimball because we're at Kimball right now. And then there's the loop. So we'll end up saying we're going to Belmont. Doors do open, which is cool. The lights actually reflect that as well. So we got red and then yellow. Doors do open, which is nice. Very cool. And then also you guys can see the destination sign on the inside as well. And then we also have the CTA door chime as well, which is awesome. Doors close. Perfect. Let's go ahead and actually kind of explore Chicago here. So we'll go and release that brake to coast. Let's go ahead and do P1. Now this route actually has its own cab signaling, so we can't actually speed or else it will throw you into emergency. But I haven't actually taken the brown line, so I'm not like 100% certain. But according to the author, it should have all the routes in game upon completion. Now, I'm not quite sure if it's still being completed or not. I'm hoping it's still getting worked on. But it just does look super cool. Like, you got all like the Chicago style apartments and stuff. And then to your right here, you got more apartments and everything. It's just a super cool feature. And then it's got like the subway controls too, which is cool. So you can kind of go here, coast it, which will like let it do that thing. We also have a weak horn on this thing, which I'm assuming is like a subway horn, or the actual like subway horn. And then we have platforms. This is the loop, so that's why we went to Belmont, because Kimball was right there. Loop is right here. And then we end up just setting the brake on this thing. There we go. We're actually not all on the platform yet, but you get the idea. And then we got Francisco. So set the brake to whatever you want it. And then, of course, we got the signs here, which will probably be spread out sooner or later. There we go. Open the doors. And doors are opening. So now we have a 55. We're not actually going to stop at the next couple stations. We're just going to be showing off the route. So yeah, like this one has it 2, 4, 6, 8 kind of spread across, whereas that one says 2, 4, 6, 8. So how many cars your train has? We have 6, I believe. 2, 4, 6. Oh, we have 8. So we have 8. So we'll do set it to coast. P1 to start it up. And then of course these subways like have maximum acceleration. So P3, and then we'll head up to 55 here. But yeah, I mean it's pretty much all the same building. But then again, it's Chicago, so, I mean, I'm not saying they all look the same, but it is kind of like that where it's like rows and rows and rows of buildings. So we'll do the head-out cam here a little bit, kind of check out the scenery here. Very nice. Very, very nice. But yeah, like I was saying, supposedly all the routes are supposed to be in the game. Like every route that I showed you in the destination signs are going to be in the game. So I'm like super excited about that, trying to see the blue line in this game. But yeah, you got a lake here or a river or something along those lines. I'm not quite sure. We're on an approach now, and then there is that limiter thing that I was telling you about, where it'll just throw your train into an emergency brake situation. So you do have to follow like your signal speeds and all that, or else your train will go into emergency. And I don't believe you can actually shut that off. I think that's just a standard for this game, because I haven't been able to figure out how to shut it off, and there is actually no button to shut it off. So, I mean, we apparently ended up stopping at the station anyway, even though we didn't want to. But we're not going to be loading up at the station here, if that makes any sense. So I know like the kind of parts of like all the other areas or like the urban areas are done. I know down or not done, but they're a work in progress. I know Chicago downtown is also majorly worked on as well. So I'm really hoping that this actually becomes a actual route. But yeah, so we slow down. Apparently we're not allowed to go above 35. Which, as you see there, signal speed 35, so we're not allowed to go above 35 or else it'll throw us into emergency. And that is not track speed, that is like actual signal speed. So we'll go ahead and do just that, go 35, and then we won't go past it until we hit the next signal. But here we are coming up on Western for the Brown line and stuff like that. But yeah, it's just super cool actually seeing like the Chicago subway system in game. And this is above ground, as you guys can kind of see. So that's super cool that it's actually above ground. So we're actually technically on the L right now. So we're technically above ground. So technically we are on the L right now, even though it doesn't really seem like it. We are. And then we have this very like curve over here. I'm not quite sure what these buffers are for the most part. But we'll get another signal here at Damon and then Montrose. So pretty much every station, at the end of every station, has a signal. So we'll go right there. We won't go any faster than that. So we have a signal speed here now. Oh, no, we don't. No, we don't. No, we don't. And don't tell me I have a signal and then I don't. So we'll set it to coast to 32. And then, yeah, like I said, it's still being like, it's still in development. So not everything is completed as of yet. But it is getting there for the most part from what I can see. So signal or track speed is now 30. Signal speed is still 35. So yeah, I'm not quite sure where we're actually at. I know it says Montrose, but like I said, I've never taken the Brown line before. So I'm not like 100% certain on where we're at. But I'm going to go ahead and find a free, because all scenarios now are free roam. I'm going to go ahead and try to find one of downtown. So I'm going to get back to you guys here in a little bit. So what you guys can actually see here is that there's quite a few. So we have the Bombardier 5000 series, which we're driving in. It's mimicking the 5000, but the numbers are just the 32,000 series. So as of right now, we have Skokie tests, we have free roam master, orange line, red line. We were doing the temp free roam with the Pullman cars, and then we have brown line free roam. So as of right now, these are the two that are, or the three that are like probably the most heavy worked. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna try to set one inside the actual city, so we can kind of test that out, and then we'll kind of do the Skokie test as well. Check that one out, and that'll be done with it. I'll probably do the orange and red line in a separate video. I haven't figured out what I want to do with those yet, but I do want to show off downtown and Skokie tests. Maybe we'll do the orange and red in this video, depending on how long it is. But yeah, that's what we're going to do right now. I'm going to try to go get into downtown, and yeah. Alright, so here we kind of are in a little bit of the heart of Chicago is kind of where it starts. But yeah, there we're kind of right where it kind of starts. So we'll kind of head in through here and kind of go through and check out the route. I believe I can use this train here. I don't see why I can't. There we go. But yeah, so we'll end up trying to go through here. We're currently on the brown purple line at Merchandise Mart. So we'll change our destination to purple this time instead of the red line. So we'll do the loop. So we'll do the loop. And then, of course, here we have the 5000 series. So we have both 5000 and 3000. Where the major difference is the 5000 has the door chime for like doors closing, and then it has the beeping bell. But all in all, they pretty much look the same for the most part. But they're almost the same car. They still got the consecutive numbers, which is cool. And yeah, so let's go ahead and check out downtown Chicago. And of course, the break on the 5000s is different than on the 32,000. So we have like the percentage break here, whereas on the 32 it said like B2, B1, whatever. Here we actually have that, and then we have minimum power, and then like 20% power and all that. But everything else still works the same. You put it in neutral, the lights will turn off and everything. But here we can actually control the power a little bit better than what we could have in the actual 3200 series. I'm not 100% certain if that's how it is in real life, but I know that's how it is in the game. So we're going to start slowing it down here to minimum power. And here is a look at downtown Chicago, everyone. Not 100% completed, but we are currently on the L system, so everything is below us here. Let's just go ahead and coast that. But yeah, very cool. Very cool, actually, downtown Chicago in this game. Apart from like the racetrack route, but we're actually on the whole subway system route in this one, which is like amazing. So we'll actually do 10% our minimum power. The way they actually sound going over the switches sounds cool too. I'm wondering if they'll have like the sparks on the wheels from like the electricity and everything, but I'm not quite sure about that yet. But we got Washington and Wells outer loop, Quincy outer loop, and then LaSalle Van Buren coming up. But yeah, so we're on a signal speed of 35, which makes sense. That dude's kind of hanging off the platform there. And we hit him. We hit him. Oh well, we'll just keep going. But yeah, pretty much downtown Chicago. Can't really go anywhere. I don't know if he's actually gonna make like the actual like Chicago buses for AI and stuff like that. I feel like that'd be pretty cool as well. But yeah, this is pretty much a look at your downtown Chicago, and we'll actually just kind of go out the outside view here. But yeah, pretty cool. I believe that's either the John Hancock Center, because I think that's like the red building in Chicago. I believe that's the Hancock Center. Could be, no, it's the Hancock. It's not the Sears Tower. But yeah, as you guys can see, that's pretty much what Chicago looks like, almost completed. Then we just have some like random areas over here as well that are just, waiting to be completed and everything like that. Subway's right there. And then we come over here, and then we can, whatever way the subway goes, go that way, or head back into the city for the most part, which is cool, very cool. But yeah, I'm not quite sure also if these bridges do go up. I know that they're in the game, but I'm not quite sure if they actually go up, to let boats through and everything. I feel like that would be pretty cool if they did, but I'm not like 100% certain. And of course, we're on an emergency, but like I said, lights shut off when you put it back into neutral. Well, let's go ahead and open the doors here since, that was a perfect stop for that subway to where it was at. That's actually a perfect stop. So yeah, that is pretty much downtown Chicago. Doors closing. Then of course you got that beeping for the doors closing. Cool. But yeah, right now we're going to take a look at the Skokie, the red and the orange line, if there really is anything to look at over there. And if there's not, we won't show it. But if there is, I'll end up showing it in the video. And yeah, we'll go ahead and hop over there, and I'll get back to you guys here in a second. Alright, so one of the things, though, I kind of noticed, this is actually the Skokie Swift line, so it's not like 100% completed. But one thing we haven't actually seen is how these two trains actually couple up together. So that's what we'll end up doing right now, is kind of showing the way the two consists couple up. I believe usually there's two of them in each, so we'll see if this actually works. Seeing how they couple up together and all that, like in between the train cars. Which they did. Cool. And there's no coupling of anything, of course, so it's just like air. But we'll go over here and we'll try to couple these two on as well. And I'll show you guys how that actually works. I mean, of course, it's not like how CTA actually has it doing it. Oh, going the wrong way, buddy. Wrong way. There we go. So yeah, it's not actual how they actually couple, because it's still a work in progress. But I figured why not go and show it off in the video and watch them actually, like couple onto each other. I feel like that'd be a cool feature of this video. But yeah, this is pretty much Skokie Swift, so of course, there's nothing really. And then what's cool is once you couple on, these signs actually change. So I don't think we could actually uncouple these. No, we can't. But yeah, the signs will actually turn on. Everything will turn on how it's supposed to be, lights and everything, which is cool. Very, very cool. So I'm going to go check out the red and orange lines, and then we'll call it a video if there's nothing to see there. And then if there is, I'll go and show it off for you guys. Alright, so here's kind of a look at the differences between the 5000 and the 3200, or the 5000 series and the 3200 series. You guys can see there's a little differences, not too many of them. The marker lights actually like red, and this one they actually look like red circles that protrude out, which you guys can see right there. But as you guys can see on the 5000 series, it's actually just like an actual circle inside a circle. But yeah, just a little bit of different discrepancies. Of course the body looks the same. The lights look bigger on the 5000 series than they do on the 3000 series, which makes sense. And then the destination sign, of course, is the same. Interiors right now probably do look the same, just because there's nothing, ready available. Even the sides of the cars look different. Like the 5000 series, since, they are newer, look shinier. But everything else pretty much looks the same with like windows and all that. They pretty much look almost the same, because they pretty much are the same car for the most part, just, a different series. And the 5000 series are the newer model. The 3200 series are an older model. So, but yeah, just a little comparison of the 32 versus the 5000. And then, of course, the 5000 series cars have to be coupled on with other 5000 series. If they get coupled on to like a 3200 series, the LEDs will kind of glitch out and everything. So the 5000s have to couple on to the 5000s. But the 3200 series can be coupled on to anything except the 5000. They were coupled on the 2600, which was on the blue line for the most part, and everything like that. So just a little bit of that. But yeah, I believe this is the orange line, so there really isn't much to look at. So I'm not even going to show this. We'll go and check out the red line, or we'll go ahead and check out the red line and then see if there's anything there. Alright, so yeah, this is pretty much the red line. There isn't much to it either. It's not like 100% developed yet. But like I said, this route's still a work in progress. I'm not quite sure if it's, like I said, I'm not quite sure if it's still in development or not. I'm hoping it is, because that'd be cool to actually have the entire subway system in-game for Chicago, and then maybe next we'll have like the New York or whatever, or even some more metro routes and stuff like that. Like, I feel like that'd be pretty cool. But that's going to go and do it for this video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the showcase. I'll try to get a link down in the description for this route if I can find it once again. Because I was just so happy that I, downloaded it and found it and everything. So I'll try to get a link in the description down below for it if I can find it again. But yeah, guys, hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you hit the like button if you guys did enjoy. Also, let me know down in the comment section if you guys are excited for the CTA subway system as I am. And follow me. Make sure you guys also follow me on all the my social media, as well as that Discord server. But yeah, guys, that's gonna go and do it for this one. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch y'all later. Peace.